Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. Now, although it is a chess channel, today we will be talking a lot about toilets because it is Grandmaster Vladimir Kramnik and Grandmaster Veselin Topalov in the 2006 World Chess Championship, dubbed Toiletgate. Let's see why. In April 2006, FIDE announced a championship match that would unify the Classical World Chess Championship and the FIDE World Chess Championship. Vladimir Kramnik was the classical champion, having defeated Garry Kasparov, and Veselin Topalov was the FIDE champion, having won a tournament to crown him champion. So this would be a unification belt match since Garry Kasparov split from FIDE in 1995. So let's see what happened later in the year. September 21st, 2006, the match begins, and it begins with Kramnik taking a two-match lead. He wins the first two games to have a 2-0 lead against Topalov. But 6 days later, Topalov's team make the first round of accusations. They accuse Vladimir Kramnik of cheating. A reminder, Vladimir Kramnik was the man who defeated Garry Kasparov, not in a tournament, in a one-on-one match when Garry Kasparov was at his peak. So these were some very serious accusations. They said that they had found proof that he was going to the bathroom too much, 50 times in some games, and that he may have been consulting a device or something to help him with his match against Topalov. At the time, FIDE investigate the situation and decide to close the bathrooms. One thing to note about these bathrooms, it's not a specific bathroom for each player. If you are white, you go to the white bathroom. If you are black, you go to the black bathroom. So there is a bathroom assigned to whatever color you are, not to Kramnik's got this bathroom, the same bathroom for the whole match. No, it alternates every day that they play. So let's see what happens. The next day, FIDE intervenes and the match is stopped. However, Game 5 was forfeited because Vladimir Kramnik refused to comply with the fact that FIDE had closed the bathrooms and the players should have been made to use the public bathrooms. He did not wish to do that and did not show up Game 5, which was forfeited and given to Topalov. So the score was now 3-2. Topalov won a game back. So let's see what happens after this. The conflict escalates because not only did Kramnik deny the accusation of cheating and accuse Topalov of dirty tactics and psychological warfare, members of his camp dug up statistics from the tournament that made Topalov champion, where they said his stats and the way he was playing matched up to one of the top engines at the time, Fritz, and he was scoring very high percentages, while Topalov's camp claimed that Kramnik was scoring very high percentages in this match and lining up to top engine moves. Now remember, engines in 2006, although very good and capable of beating humans, are not the all-knowing entity that they are today. But still, to use an engine is unheard of. So they went into the bathrooms as we move on in the timeline. The FIDE appeals committee resigns. So firstly, FIDE appointed an appeals committee. After they kind of failed, they all resigned. But what did happen is they went into the bathrooms and they found a cable in one of the ceiling tiles. Now Kramnik said it best. He's like, okay, so yes, there's a cable and this cable must be doing something. But not really, because even if you have this cable, that means you must come with some sort of device to get the cable, as I look into the roof in my own house that you can't see. And then you must still have like some computer or cell phone to make use of this cable. So does this cable mean something? Does it mean nothing? But the FIDE appeals committee that stopped the match, they all resign, and a new appeals committee was appointed to manage the ongoing conflict and dispute, appointed by the FIDE president at the time. This was September 30th. October 1st, Kramnik agrees to return to the match, but he asked for Game 5 to be annulled. He said, you should take back that result and we will replay that round. They didn't do that. So the match stayed 3-2. That match stayed by going to Topalov. And Kramnik said that if Topalov would win, he would threaten legal action against FIDE. So this is all kicking off now because it's not just Kramnik and Topalov. Kramnik's also unhappy with FIDE and how they've handled the situation. And it's quite unheard of. I mean, a world champion is being accused of cheating. As we move on, several days later, October 10th, the match ends in a draw. Topalov got the game back. It went to tiebreaks. But in the rapid tiebreaks, Kramnik wins. And he unifies the two, so no legal action, and he wins in the tiebreaks. But ladies and gentlemen, the story does not end there. Oh, no, no, no. Because even today, after the scandal, both players' legacy is defined by this match. Topalov's team continue to assert Kramnik cheated. Kramnik thinks Topalov cheated. Maybe not in that match, but he does not think much of him because they think that they use dirty tactics and psychological warfare. And Kramnik is not happily with FIDE. But he was recognized as the champion. He is the world champion, and he unified the two. But the reputation of both players is tainted by this match. Mostly Topalov. Let's be fair here. Mostly Topalov, because a lot of the chess all agreed with Kramnik at the time that there's no proof of his cheating, and this was maybe just dirty tactics and psychological warfare. But Kramnik, I mean, maybe this match is what gave us the Vladimir Kramnik of today, that is high on cheaters all the time. Because once he was accused of cheating, if you see the irony there. And ladies and gentlemen, there have been some longer term consequences. Because this was meant to be the biggest match in the world. But I've told you, I've used it as clickbait. This is Toiletgate. One of the most bizarre world championships in history. And FIDE, their governments during this match was not good. And a lot of people have called into question the effectiveness of anti-cheating. We didn't speak about it much with the Hans Niemann video in the previous one. But anti-cheat measures, this is 2006. We've still got problems in 2024, going into 2025. So let me know what you think players should do about anti-cheat and what FIDE should do. What you think FIDE is doing, and are they doing enough? I mean, we come to the conclusions, as we see Kramnik and Topalov there. Also, just a funny note, the players hate each other so much, they do not shake hands. They avoid each other as much as possible, and when they did play against each other after this time, they did not shake hands. Even though it's in the FIDE rules, I guess some people are just exempt. I mean, if I was at a FIDE event, which I have been, that video will be coming out soon. My second event, Kelo India. You're meant to shake the people's hands. I don't know what else to say. You're meant to shake people's hands. These two do not shake people's hands. It was meant to be a landmark occasion. It was spoiled by two players who just dislike each other, think each other's cheating, and a lot of paranoia. A lot of psychological warfare, and what else can you do when tensions are that high? Let me know what you think. Do you think Vladimir Kramnik cheated? Do you think Veselin Topalov cheated? Do you think the cable in the bathroom was used? And who was using the cable in the bathroom? Was it Vladimir Kramnik? Was it Veselin Topalov? Was it Colonel Mustard? Let me know in the comments down below.